Why didn't machine gunners during World War II need to aim at the enemy? They only had to point their guns into the sky and fire. These aren't just cinematic effects. This was actually a real and effective tactic. This approach is called beyond shooting technique. Since bullets travel in a parabolic arc, commanders would calculate the firing angle in advance, and the soldiers would fire into the sky all at once. The bullets could then fly over obstacles or friendly troops and strike the enemy. This method was very effective on the battlefield. If many machine gunners fired in the same direction, even if the enemy was hiding in a trench, they would still be hit. However, this tactic is now outdated because it required large amounts of ammunition and machine guns. Today, we have advanced mortars. Why were soldiers able to shoot down fighter planes with rifles during World War II? These are not just movie effects. In fact, this is one of the most realistic scenes from history because this was part of the training program for soldiers during World War II. They had to use rifles to shoot at planes flying in the sky. Officers believed this method could effectively boost morale. We know that the fighter planes at that time flew at low altitudes. The planes didn't have missile systems. They only had heavy machine guns. Pilots had to fly close to the ground to attack their targets. On the ground, soldiers could use rifles to retaliate. This was possible because the aircraft during World War II were made with light aluminum alloy shells, which were very fragile. Soldiers could penetrate the plane's exterior with rifle bullets, causing damage to the engine and potentially leading to a crash. However, we cannot accurately track how many planes were shot down by rifles because the battlefield during World War II was extremely chaotic. There were many reasons a plane could crash. It's impossible to tell which planes crashed because they were hit by bullets. But today, such a situation is impossible. This is because bombers have now entered the battlefield. Soldiers cannot shoot at them from long distances with rifles. Also, we've strengthened the armor on modern aircraft. The A-10 Warthog's cockpit is protected by 50 millimeters of titanium armor. It even has 2 engines. A soldier's rifle could never harm it. Why were missiles during World War II filled with large amounts of toilet paper instead of explosives? These missiles caused many enemy soldiers to surrender. This wasn't just a cinematic effect. It was actually one of the most real scenes from that time. This was a very famous psychological tactic during World War II. German soldiers filled missiles with leaflets encouraging surrender. They used missiles to send these leaflets to America and Britain. The content of these leaflets made it hard for soldiers to focus on fighting. That's why the content of these leaflets was so important. Enemy soldiers, pressured by public opinion, were more likely to surrender or run away. This saved a lot of ammunition resources. Before the atomic bomb exploded in Hiroshima, soldiers flew bombers over Japan and dropped 5 million leaflets. The leaflets clearly explained the power of the atomic bomb, but Japanese soldiers thought we were just bragging. They didn't believe we had such a powerful weapon. Later, when the atomic bomb exploded, the Japanese soldiers had no chance to regret it.